Hey students, this week at Rooted Youth, we discussed what does it mean to be worth something, or where do we get our worth from? When I look at houses, I watch HGTV, and I watch the show Love It or List It. And so on that show, they determine how much a home is worth. They determine how much it is worth by comparing it to other houses of similar sizes and structures. And so that's how they determine how much a home is worth. How do we determine how much people are worth? How do you determine your worth, whether you're worth it? Sometimes we think our worth comes from our contributions, what we contribute to a team or to a group project or to our family. Sometimes we think our worth comes from, our last name, or maybe not our last name. Sometimes we think our worth comes from the skills that we have. Sometimes we think our worth comes from our grades. Sometimes we think our worth comes from our character, whether I listen and obey the rules that I am told. Well, what happens then when we don't live up to those things? What happens if I think my worth is in my grades and then I fail? Then I'm not worthy. What happens when we look at all the people in society and then we go, all right, well, these people are worthy and these people are not? We have a great disparity then in how people are viewed and how people are valued by one another. And so as we learned last week, salvation is given freely to all because we are all sinned and we have all fallen short of the glory of God. And by that standard, we are all unworthy to receive anything from God. But that's not what the Bible tells us. The Bible tells us in Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 to 27, that we are made, you and me and all of humankind are made in the image of God, are made in the image of God. And we are given special tasks because we are made in God's image. And because we are made in God's image, we all have value and worth. We all have value and worth because we are made in the image of God. Now, sin has corrupted this image within us. It has blurred it and distorted it. And so we can't see it all the time. But despite our sin, God says we're still worthy because he sent Jesus to rescue and redeem us of our sin. And then he sent the Holy Spirit to restore the image within us. And so ultimately, our worth is not found in what we do. It's not found in our skills or our abilities or our grades, how many points we score, how many hits we hit in baseball. Our worth is not determined by any of those comparative factors. It's not by what we contribute. It's not by how tall we are or how short we are or what we look like. Our worth is found in none of those things, but our worth, humankind's worth, your worth is firmly established and grounded by God who made you in his image. And that frees us up to treat ourselves differently and to treat other people as worthy and valuable. We are all worthy and valuable to God who made us in his image. So as you guys continue to go through your school years, remember that your worth is not found in your abilities, in your grades, in anything that you do or when you get older, or the work that you do when you have a career. But your worth is found in God who created you and me in his own image. Remember this, friends, and may it bring you great joy and confidence as you follow him. I hope you have a great week. We'll see you next time.